home and like spew it out onto me. That's okay. That's God's way. But this is what I think happens. When she was a junior, her summer between her junior and senior year, I think that God allows this to happen. And you little girls, that your babies aren't this old, just listen to me. All right, one day they'll just turn on you. And you'll think, who in the world is this? Who's coming down the steps in the morning? We don't know who this is. I think that God allows that because he knows that you're about to let your baby go off to college or whatever they're going to do, and he knows that you're grieving. So he makes them just as mean as he can so that you can let them go. And I believe that. That summer, the very breath that I breathed out of my nostrils made her so angry. We were not allowed to eat cereal in our own home because she couldn't stand to hear us chew. I don't mean to talk about her because she had a lot on her. She had to empty the dishwasher. Stuff like that. That's so hard. Okay, let me tell you about an example when she was probably your baby's age, y'all's little children, because y'all are so cute. Look, their thyroid's still functioning. Y'all still got hair. Good for y'all. Y'all got on little breeches. Yay. Okay. When my middle one, when she was in elementary school, I was so blessed that I got to take them to school and pick them up every day in my minivan. And I would watch them come out, my girls, and I saw them. They were in a good mood. I saw it. All right, they would be goosing each other and waving to all the little children and the principal. See you tomorrow. Okay. Then they'd come over to my minivan, get in, slam the door. That middle one would take her backpack and sling me in the back of the head with it. She'd say every day something like, I'm starving to death. You don't have a piece of cheese in this car? Your driving's making me car sick. I hate her. Why did you have her? And the baby would be sitting over the back, she'd be going, Mom. Well, I was taking care of my little mom and daddy. I couldn't tour, so I would go and spend the night with my little mom and daddy, who are 79 and 81. I would go and stay with them, and they would have the thermostat on 82. And we watched Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and then we would go to bed at 6. I can't even think about going on one of these trips until I can get through Christmas. And I don't mean to sound like everything falls on me, but everything falls on me. I love my family, but they don't do anything to help me. I do all the decorating, the cooking, the cleaning, the wrapping, the shopping, all that. Last year, on December the 24th, my husband said to me, can I help you do anything? And I said, I'm going to beat you to death. And I can't think about this trip because I got to get ready for Christmas. And I get so torn up that I want to take to the bed. I want to take to the bed. But I can't take to the bed because if I take to the bed, nobody's going to have Christmas. But there was no cussing. And I said, nobody's going to cuss in this house. And when I mean cuss, like the F word, F-A-R-T, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. And so I said, nobody's going to call anybody butt or stupid, all right? Not to mention nasty, terrible words, but I said, nobody's going to call anybody butt or stupid. They did exactly like I told them. Those first two would have never uttered a word. That third one came along. It started out with spell cussing. She come in a room and go, "What the H?" She calls my husband Chuck. His name is Chuck. She go, "Chuck, you a-hole." And my husband just gets so tickled. And then she'd come in a room and go, "What's up, mofos?" But anyway, so my middle one, I said, "It's your birthday. What do you want?" She goes, "Well, I could use some new prescription glasses." And I said, "Oh, good. Why don't we get you a flu shot to go with that?" Thank y'all for coming out and supporting me during the COVID. Is this the craziest thing? Is this the craziest thing we've ever been through? I know. I feel disoriented. Okay. I've got to say, because last night was my first time on stage since March the 7th, and I'm not kidding, I almost fainted back there. I was so torn up, and I didn't know my act. I couldn't remember it. I still don't know it tonight. I still don't know. I don't know, and y'all may have to help me. And I've got pads of paper, and I may have to... This says, "Eat a boiled egg." I have no idea what that means. They're trying to potty train him, and they asked me for advice. I'm not good at that. I never got that. I had 3 children, and I was never good at that. We'd be at a grocery store, and mine would be in either, Superman panties or little princess panties, and doo-doo balls would just fall out. At the grocery store. And I would think, did anybody see that? I don't have anything in my purse to pick it up with. Is some little child gonna think it's a milk dud? Just keep on moving, everybody. Just keep on moving. He really does not believe in fancy cars. He doesn't think anybody needs a nice car. My children drive old, beat-up cars, and what he does for me, he'll buy me a car about a year old, pay cash for it, and then make me drive it the rest of my life. I put my foot down. Thank you.